So I did a video on this topic, and for many of you that are my followers, this is how we connected in the first place, because that video, it really took off. And the topic is getting louder and louder. And again, I saw some content here on TikTok a couple of days ago speaking to what is wrong with the 18 to 35-year-olds. I'm not sure that that's exactly what was said, but I know that that was the gist. This content creator went on to say that in her field of expertise, she's a parenting coach, that she is finding that 18 to 25-year-old males are just so extremely unmotivated, that they are living back at home. There's a lack of willingness to work, playing video games all night, sleeping all day, smoking a lot of weed. Have we lost this generation? So I want to talk about this. I want to bring some wisdom to this conversation, because she's not wrong, but there is so much more going on that needs to be brought to the table and understood so that we can keep moving forward. Here's the thing. The generation of people, young adults right down to children, are coming onto this planet more and more turned on in their light, less and less coded at a soul level for a third dimensional experience. So like kids, little kids being born right now, they don't hold codes for 3D at all, because that is not at all going to be a part of their experience, nor is it something that their soul came here to have as an experience. And then as you get a little bit older, you have more and more age groups or demographics of people that some came in a little bit coded to have a 3D experience because there's something the soul needed to pick up in order to bring it with them into the fifth dimensional experience, and some not at all. So what we are asking, and I'm saying this from sort of a societal standpoint, what we may be asking of this demographic of young adults is not even within their bandwidth to be able to do. To go to school, get good grades, get a university or college education, get a corporate job, work for 35 years, retire, in the meantime, have a sustainable income and buy a home and have a family. And the way that it's always been done, that is not at all what their soul came here to experience. It's not what they came here to lead. It's not how they are coded for their human experience. So she's not wrong in that what the perception is that we have somehow lost a whole group of people to nowhere land. But at the same time, it's because the reality that we are leaving, transmuting, alchemizing, shifting out of as we co-create something new is just not what they came here to be a part of. Now I'm going to split this conversation. I'm going to try my best down two roads. I want to speak to the people that are 18 to 35. You don't get to just check out. Part of your soul contract from wherever it is that you came from, because a lot of you will be starseeds and a lot of you will be on the spectrum on some level. Wherever you came from, whatever you came in with as sort of your anomaly, which is really just how you project your soul essence, your soul template, you also came here to be human. That is also part of your contract. And part of being human is that we, like you shower every couple of days, then you eat, and you have to work on some level in order to support yourself. These things are a part of the human experience. Now, beyond that, you also need to understand that there are people you need to meet, places you need to go, things that you need to experience, and things that you need to do in order to ignite within you your remembrance of why you came here and what it is that you came here to do. So from that perspective, sitting in your bedroom or sleeping all day or whatever it is that you're doing that is being perceived as you're just checked out, that's not going to necessarily get you to where you need to be, to the highest fulfillment of your journey here. You came here to be human, and there are parts of the human experience that you do still need to fulfill. And in doing that, you are also catalyzing your own remembrance, your own DNA activations, and bringing forth for yourself through the people you need to meet, conversations you need to have, experiences you need to have, and things you need to do in order to bring yourself online. That's important. Is it important that you do the job right now that is going to be your passion? No. It's highly likely that what it is that it's going to light you up and fulfill you and bring in financial stability and abundance doesn't even exist yet. That's okay. Just be patient. When you are ready and the thing is ready, based on where we are as a collective, it will meet when it's time for it to meet. So it doesn't matter if you are doing a job that there is no lifetime goal achievable in it. That if you're working, and nothing against this, but if you're working at McDonald's or in a mailroom or some entry-level job that doesn't fulfill you, that's okay. Don't go into it expecting that it's going to fulfill you, and if it's not fulfilling you, then it's a waste of time. Because what you're doing is you are opening a door for the universe to meet you with the people that you need to meet, the experiences you need to have, so on and so forth, in order to activate and catalyze the next step in your evolution. You need to stay engaged in your life, but you also need to have a realistic perception of what it is you're doing and why. Okay? The parents, the parents of this younger generation, it's frustrating. I understand that. It's particularly more frustrating if you are not really in awareness of what it is that's happening on the planet right now and what the human civilization in evolution of consciousness is and what that's going to look like. I have not always been as awake, aware, and conscious as I am now. I was a single parent for a number of years, and in the earlier part of that, I was a very third-dimensional parent. I can understand that it will be frustrating for you to feel like the burden of parenting is never going to be. You can never wash your hands of it because they're back home and they're doing nothing. What I'd like to say to you is have some compassion, try to take on board and have some understanding around what it is that I've just shared. Also understand, and if you're watching this video, it's likely that you've seen other parts of my content, that at a soul level, you chose this child, and this child chose you to do this human journey together. And it is more than likely that you did not choose each other to have some kind of kumbaya nuclear family experience, because that's not where we're at here. Every human on the planet right now, most humans on the planet right now, came here to radically evolve, to radically shift their soul's evolution. And where is the best place for that to happen? But in the family unit. So you chose them, they chose you. We must remember this. Are we going to trigger the crap out of each other? Yes. Is it going to be challenging? Also yes. But can we still keep the conversation alive and respectful and kind? That is what I'm asking for. You don't necessarily need to understand the role that each of you came to play in each other's lives. Many of these young adults that we feel may be a lost generation have come here to catalyze and awaken on an energetic level their family that they live in. So there's multiple layers and multiple directions that this conversation can go in. Have some patience and compassion for yourself that we are in the midst of a global renovation. That if you don't feel like you can fit in anywhere, you still have to try, but just keep your expectations in line. If you are a parent, try to understand where your child is coming from. You do still have wisdom to offer in their journey, but it may not look the same way with the same outcome as what we have always seen. This is a special group of people. Not to say that there aren't people outside of this demographic that are also special, but this demographic in particular came deliberately not to be a part of the old game, and we need to understand that.